But the thing with Ford is he's already got that built-in brand, right? Like, I guess they don't even really care about that.
He's won multiple elections with no platform.
Right.
Yeah, he didn't have a platform last election. They said their budget was a platform, and before that, their platform was basically buck and beer, like, which is kind of like, I don't mean that as a joke. Like, I mean, like, that was one of the only policy things they announced.
I know it's actually gross that was so effective that, like, over here we all know that, right? Like in BC, we all know buck and beer.
Yeah.
Like, oh, he's the guy who did buck and beer.
Well, and nobody takes it seriously.
It never happened.
Whenever people talk about anything that Ford has tried to implement, everybody looks back and says, yeah, that was a disaster. Buck and beer was a disaster. The license plates were a disaster. Like, there's not really a single thing that people look at and they're like, yeah, that policy rollout was really well done. But once again, why do people keep voting for him? He's a folksy son of a bitch who's able to get people to smile. He can shake their hands and look like an honest person. And then at the same time, we don't have people in the opposition who are really inspiring us. The NDP is trying to outflank the Liberals on the left. The Liberals are trying to outflank the Conservatives on the right of the center. We need to have parties that are more principled in their stances. Without people knowing what the brand truly represents, they have no reason to believe in it. And I would love to see the NDP return to being more socialist and democratic socialist in their roots, really put forward that, not just in terms of policy, but in terms of messaging. They really try to message themselves as being centrist to try to win more seats. But the problem is the NDP can get 30% of the vote, but it won't be an effective vote share. If they get only 18% of the vote, but they're really targeting the ridings where their message is going to resonate, they'll win as much, if not more seats, and they'll have way more power in the legislature because they'll have a more commanding identity. And that's what I really want to see happen after this election. When all is said and done, I want the parties to reflect, and I want them to come back with a way to actually kick Ford's ass.